Hi, how y'all doing? It is Saturday, September the 5th, 2025. It's 9:59. Hmm. Here in Ontario, Canada, the skies are kind of gray. Sometimes they're a little bit blue with some wonky clouds. I think they're going to make it rain again tonight. Temperature's not that warm, probably about 16. It's a little bit windy. No birds today. I heard a couple, but I didn't see any. Had some weird dreams last night. I had a hard time going to sleep. It hit me around 11 o'clock, or 5 to 11, right? My feet decided they were going to start cramping up. I sat up to try to crack my ankles, right? Pinch my muscles, try to get them to loosen up. And I looked out the window to see if the moon was out there because I seen it the night before. And I couldn't see it, but I seen this cloud that was lit up. And I was like, okay, so maybe the moon's behind the cloud, right? And the cloud kept on going east, and the light stayed with it, right? So, it's different. You know what I mean? The Schuman yesterday, I think it was 11 to 12, something like that. So not very high, because we got blasted by energy the night before, or the day before. It was 55 or something like that. So, yeah, everybody was really talkative yesterday to me. My son, my friend Tass, my other son, right? Very talkative. I was just having achy sensations in my spine, my feet, my legs, my hips. Purging old energy. Day and age upgrade, right? So, yeah, not the best sleep last night. I was still trying to cramp up a bit today. Started off with my back trying to cramp up and twist on me, right? The last 2 days. So I looked at the moon app today to see if the moon phases changed, right? And according to the moon app, it says here in Canada it's the full moon today. And I was like, wait, what? I looked at this like yesterday, the day before, and it said it was the waning crescent. No, the waxing crescent, right? And as far as I'm concerned, we missed a couple of moon phases. So it's like, where did that time go? Are the apps screwing up? Something's going on, right? So in Canada, here it's supposed to be the full moon tonight, in the States tomorrow, right? Powerful full moon, emotional, like always, right? But it's about celebration, right? Everybody should be celebrating because all the bad guys are gone from the realm, right? The powerful overlord ones. Something to celebrate. We're in a new part of space and time, folks. We are. There's good things happening if you look for it, if you have eyes to see, and you don't look for it in the media, you know. But yeah, a lot of people have been arrested, deported, just all kinds of stuff's going on, right? Um, what did I write down earlier? Oh, that's right. I already talked about that. I don't have a lot to talk about. We're integrating the energies that just came in, the downloads. Yesterday I was getting direct answers again from self, every time I asked a question, figuring stuff out, you know. There's one question you're not able to find the answer to. You know what it is? Who invented the word Earth? I looked it up. Nobody knows. So what's that mean? Right? I found out who invented the word God. Oh, and and Bible and so many other words, but not earth, right? Something's hidden there. I wonder what that is. Who that is. So yeah. My son talked to me yesterday and told me about, I think it was the year before the pandemic started, that he thought he had a mental snap, right? A psychotic snap. And I said, why? He said, because I was thinking, and the thought came to me that this is a movie, and he was in the audience. And I was like, this is a movie, right? I said, you put yourself to sleep. And I said, why would you be a part of the audience and not a main character, an actor, right? But he totally disagreed with me because he got that thing. And he started taking psych meds for his anxiety, stuff like that, right? So totally asleep. But I guess this is a time of the truth, hidden truths coming out to us all, isn't it? You know? I was saying too, why is my family talking about me behind my back? And my son says, um, because if they didn't talk about you, they'd have to look at their own lives, right? And how do you think their lives are, Ma? And I was like, yeah, I guess so, right? He's like, then my friend, I was talking to her and I was reminding myself, when you rise above, right, your old self and you heal and stuff like that, the people around you try to grab you by the ankle and drag you back down to the gutter with them. Because how dare you be better than me? How dare you get your shit together? Get back down here in the gutter with me, right? And I thought about it. I was like, yeah, that's why, right? You know what I mean? Because I follow my three laws, the three laws: cause no harm, tell no lies, and be good people, right? And unfortunately, it's hard for other people to do that. I don't know why. There's only three. It's not like what's in society with their legal system and the thousands of laws that they have, right? They manage to follow most of those, but they can't follow these three little laws. Different, right? Different. A lot of fear in the consciousness, too, right? Of the future. What's going on? What's going to happen? Stuff like that. I'm just sitting and waiting, biding my time, right? I am. Nothing else to do. Don't feel like doing nothing. My body's so icky today. My spine, pressure in the head, my third eye, all my head, pretty much. Right? So, yeah. Weird taste in my mouth, too. But it is what it is. Change. It is. That's all it is change. Happens every second, millisecond, however you want to measure it. So just go with the flow, right? I've been hearing a lot of different astrologers talking and stuff. Shocking things coming up. People from the past. Not too many people from my past. A lot of them just aren't here anymore. They either took themselves out with alcohol and drugs, or, yeah, the doctors did it, you know? So, but there are a few lingers, I suppose. It is what it is. I deal with everything in flow. I'm always protected. Nothing to worry about, right? My ears are ringing so loud today ever since I got up in the rise. Very loud. Maybe the Schuman's up. I don't know. It hasn't been posted yet. When it does, I'll put it in my community section. All right? Or I'll tell you about it tomorrow. I've gained a bit of weight over the summer too. My chin, my turkey gobbler thing is getting fatter, right? I notice my pants are getting tighter. That's how I know, really. But yeah, it's not like I do much, so, and I don't consume a lot of food either, right? Eat a meal once a day at dinner time. But, well, mobility is a thing too for me, though. Everything works out. It does. At least I'm not so easy of a pushover anymore, if you catch my drift. Ha ha ha, it was a joke, right? Alright, I ain't doing nothing, like I said. I'm just sitting here, trying to find something to resonate with. I think I may lay down, try to get some weight off of my body here, see if it'll relax a little bit. The weather outside's pretty volatile looking, though, so maybe that's what's having an effect on me. Especially with this full moon and the lunar eclipse. I thought it was only partial, but it's a full lunar eclipse. The next one's a solar eclipse on, I'm not sure, don't quote me, the 22nd, something like that, right? So expect weird dreams, stuff like that, and change. Surprising change, unexpected change, masks falling off, just seeing people for who they really are, stuff like that. Every day, the incoming positive energies flow through my body with ease, more than the day before. See, the screen keeps on changing color. Every day, I am wiser than the day before. Trying to think of a good one. Every day, what's good for my highest self and my best life comes to me more than the day before. I love you all as a consciousness. Enjoy this night or day. Okay? Okay. Bye.